And I'm Bianca. This is E! News Daily. The battle isn't over yet between Burt Reynolds and Lonnie Anderson. Several weeks ago, the legal arena was Reynolds' home turf of Florida. Monday, the divorced actors met in Anderson territory, California. The issue this time, custody and child support of their 6-year-old son, Quentin, who currently lives with Anderson in Beverly Hills. Reynolds lives in Jupiter, Florida. The couple's divorce was finalized in June. Monday, the two met with the judge. The case will continue Tuesday, but neither celebrity is required to be there. In October, Reynolds claimed he was $11 million in debt and couldn't afford the $11,000 monthly alimony. Howard Stern calls himself the king of all media, but Tim Allen is fast becoming the true royalty. Allen has the #1 TV show, Home Improvement, and a top-selling book called Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man. Plus, his current movie, The Santa Claus, is the top moneymaker at the box office.
And he's not Santa.
Well, he was.
The Santa Claus has earned more than $70 million so far. Star Trek Generations again managed enough warp speed for second place. Arnold Schwarzenegger's gender-bending comedy Junior finished third. Interview with the Vampire was fourth. And Keenan Ivory Wayans' private eye comedy A Low Down Dirty Shame, Sleuth, fifth place.
I just got fired from the post office. I could flip out and kill everybody in this room.
The week's only major new release, Trapped in Paradise, starring Nicolas Cage and Dana Carvey, finished 7th. A sad story here. The war on AIDS has lost one of its most devoted soldiers. Elizabeth Glazier, wife of director and actor Paul Michael Glazier, lost her long battle with the disease this weekend.
We're very excited about everyone joining us again because
in the 70s, Elizabeth Glazier had what many would consider a dream life. As a teacher, she worked with youngsters and later managed the Los Angeles Children's Museum. And she had a happy marriage to actor-director Paul Michael Glazier, co-star of the popular TV series Starsky and Hutch. But everything changed in 1981, as she would tell the Democratic National Convention a decade later.
11 years ago, while giving birth to my first child, I hemorrhaged and was transfused with 7 pints of blood. 4 years later, I found out that I had been infected with the AIDS virus.
What's worse, she passed it on to her daughter Ariel through breast milk and to son Jake during pregnancy. In 1988, Ariel Glazier died at age 7. That same year, her grieving mother co-founded the Pediatric AIDS Foundation.
Many families around the country get a lot of strength and hope from us that we don't ever know about, but we're told about it later on by others. So I think our role in the nation, if not the world, is very significant.
The foundation is Glazier's legacy. To date, it has raised more than $30 million for pediatric AIDS research and education. But the human side of that legacy can be heard in the voices of the children it touches.
My heroes are the Pediatric AIDS Foundation, the co-founders, especially Elizabeth Glazier, for her courage and leadership. Thank you.
Survivors include Glazier's husband, Paul, who does not have HIV, and their son, Jake, who has no symptoms at this time. The funeral will be private, although a public memorial service will be held later. Elizabeth Glazier was 47. Hidden amongst the Hollywood blockbusters now in release is the British film Tom and Viv. What the film lacks in special effects, it makes up for with powerful performances. Tom and Viv stars William Dafoe and Miranda Richardson.
I want to live in Europe and write poetry.
Tom and Viv is the story of poet T.S. Eliot and his wife Vivian. The story shows Eliot falling in love with a brilliant but unstable Englishwoman.
I know all that. Yes, it's a wet about things.
The poems are a portrait of marriage. He would have written different stuff if he hadn't met Viv. As she says, I'm threaded through every line of poetry. It's impossible to go there. You know, it's more like a feeling, it's more like a whole atmosphere that you get from all of the work.
I love you. I love you more than life itself.
Tom and Viv opens Friday in limited release. Cher made a rare public appearance over the weekend. The Oscar-winning actress showed up in Beverly Hills as the Grand Marshal for a Harley-Davidson holiday ride. And yes, Cher drove up on her Harley. The crowd cheered as Cher roared past on her shiny black Harley Davidson. Behind her were a bunch of Santa Clauses on their Harley sleighs. 4 blocks of Rodeo Drive were blocked off for the Happy Harley Days, a holiday ride benefiting Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Times, a program for kids with cancer.
It was a wonderful adventure. It was a lot of fun. And just the energy here, it's just tangible. You can almost taste it. People are having so much fun.
Other celebrities who showed up, some on their Harleys, were singer Dwight Yoakam, CNN style reporter Elsa Clench, actor Ed Asner, and actress Kathy Moriarty.
We didn't expect to come out and see this. We were just coming out here to Rodeo Drive.
The area is obviously a little different than where we normally ride to, but the people are basically the same.
I think this is a great event for not just Beverly Hills. This is a great event for LA and the Harley world specifically.
Santa on a Harley?
Oh, yes.
Changes that story.
The event raised more than $50,000 for the Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Times charity. Looks like a lot of fun.
Definitely. Coming up on E! News.
Singer Gloria Estefan is now rocking the cradle. She gave birth to a 6-pound, 14-ounce daughter Monday in Miami. Estefan, seen here on the set of a music video this summer, had just gotten the news from her doctor that she was pregnant. The singer is currently recovering at home after nearly fainting during the delivery. Estefan and her husband Emilio already have a teenage son.
Just daily. Thanks for watching. I'm Amy Powell.
And I'm Bianca Farrar. Stay with us. There's much more to come on E! The Entertainment News and Information Authority. We'll see you again.